Taking up the route of the 38 service from Eglington Toll, heading north to Easterhouse. Now this is filmed in May 2008, so any time variation from then will have to be looked at from a running board or route description in case there's a route change. But the bus will generally come from Crookford, Newton Mearns, Eastwood Toll, Woodfareham, and run north as a 38. So the 38, you're not going to get a 38 A, B or C running north, it's just going to be a 38 running north. And all buses will go through to Easterhouse starting from July 2005. So we're taking the route up from Eglington Street, passing a driver relief point north. So continuing north on Eglington Street, heading towards Bridge Street Underground. And I said before, you have to read the destination for it and your route description for the time that you'll be leaving the Southside terminus. Some buses may terminate at Garthamloch early morning, but most buses are going to run through to Easterhouse Shopping Centre and terminate at the Easterhouse Shopping Centre. Continuing ahead in Eglington Street through over into Bridge Street, and reminding to the left there you've got the Cook Street Bridge, the double bridge. That's a low bridge at Cook Street. On no account should any buses go under this bridge, or any company vehicles. We should continue through to Bridge Street at the underground. Continue down by Bridge Street Underground and turning left into Nelson Street. Underneath the bridge and turn right into Commerce Street. And continue along Commerce Street, heading towards the King George V Bridge in the city centre. Continuing ahead on the King George V Bridge and over into Oswald Street. Continuing ahead in Oswald Street, crossing over Argyle Street and over into Hope Street. Continuing ahead in Hope Street, passing the Central Station. The 38 service, it goes to the east of the city, so we're heading through to George Square. So east buses in the city will head up Hope Street till they get to West Regent Street and turn right into West Regent Street. continuing up Hope Street. And we're going to continue up Hope Street, passing West George Street, and we're going to turn right into West Regent. In Larfield being a north to south depot, most buses will go up Hope Street and down Enfield Street. These are two very busy streets in the city centre, and you just have to drive with extreme caution. Up Hope Street and down Enfield Street. We're going to turn right into West Regent Street, and we continue along to the end of West Regent Street. Continuing along to the end of West Regent Street, and we turn right into West Nile Street. Turning right into West Nile Street. Then we're going to take the first left into West George Street to go through to Nelson Mandela Place and George Square. So we're going to turn left into West George Street to go through to Nelson Mandela Place. And this wee bit of West George Street through to Nelson Mandela, it's very tight. You just have to drive with extreme caution for this bit. Trying to avoid putting the end of the longer vehicles up in the kerb. Then falling through into George Square North. We're going to continue along George Street to the end of George Square at the City Chambers, where we're going to turn left into North Frederick Street. Continuing along George Square North, and we're going to turn left into North Frederick Street. And continue along North Frederick Street to the top of the hill, and at the lights at the top of the hill we're going to turn right into Cathedral Street. Continue along Cathedral Street, passing by Strathclyde University and heading towards the Royal Infirmary. Carry on, and we're going to veer round to the left into Stirling Road. Then we're going to turn right into the bus and taxis only at St James's Road. So veering left into Stirling Road, and then we're going to turn right into the buses and taxis only at St James's Road. And continue down to the end of St James's Road and turn left into Castle Street, just outside the Royal Infirmary. And continue along Castle Street, keeping the Royal Infirmary on the right hand side and heading towards Alexander Parade. And at the lights at the top of Castle Street, we're going to continue ahead through into Alexander Parade. Continuing ahead through into Alexander Parade. And we're going to carry on in Alexander Parade through Denniston and heading towards the Cumbernauld Road. Continuing ahead in Alexander Parade through Denniston. And we're going to continue ahead in Alexander Parade through to where it meets Cumbernauld Road. And continue ahead in the Cumbernauld Road. The route of the 38 bus in July 2008 will be to remain on the Cumbernauld Road and go up through Ridgeway. So where the old service 38B used to turn off at the Emma Road, the buses now, the 38s now, will just be the 38. It'll just continue turning left or veering to the left to remain on the Cumbernauld Road. And continue ahead in the Cumbernauld Road, heading up through Ridgeway. Continuing ahead in the Garthamloch Road through Ridgey. We're going to pass by Ridgey Library on the right hand side there. We're going to go up the top of the hill to the M8 motorway. Just after crossing the M8 motorway, we're going to turn right into the Garthamloch Road. And the sign at the top of the hill, you're following the sign for Garthamloch and Rochhazy. So just at the top of the M8 motorway, just as we cross over it, following the sign for Garthamloch and Rochhazy, we're going to turn right into the Garthamloch Road. And continue along the Garthamloch Road, sticking to the left, still following the signs for Garthamloch and Rochhazy, so avoid joining the M8 motorway, and heading towards Rochhazy and Craig End. Continuing ahead in the Garthamloch Road, passing through Rochhazy. After passing through Rochhazy, we're going to go down to the lights at the end, where we're going to turn left into Avenue End Road, then an immediate right into Mossvale Road. So we're going to turn left at the lights into Avenue End Road. Turning left into Avenue End Road, and then turn an immediate right into Mossvale Road to go up into Craig End. Following the road up to the top of the hill at the shops. Mossvale Road weaves about, but you just follow it up to the top, and then we're going to turn left to remain on Mossvale Road. Then we're going to turn right into Colossi Drive, just past the shops, Craig End shops. We're going to turn right into Colossi Drive. And continue along Colossi Drive. We're going to continue along Colossi Drive through to where it meets Tattersall Road. And at Tattersall Road there's a bus stop just in the, there's a little triangle just down to the left. You have to serve this bus stop. So serving the bus stop, and then we're going to turn right to go back onto Tattersall Road. Then we're going to take the first on the left, just down at the post box, into Porchester Street. Turning first left into Porchester Street. And the route of the 38 bus is just to continue along Porchester Street down to the roundabout at the new houses where it meets Tillicairn Road. Continuing down to the roundabout, we take the second exit, turning right with the second exit into Tillicairn Road. And we continue along Tillicairn Road, where we're going to serve the Garthamloch turning circle. And I said before, most buses now, the 38 service will continue to serve a turning circle and continue through to Glasgow Fort and Easterhouse. If you have to stop at the turning circle, it'll state so on your destination. It's serving the Garthamloch turning circle. And return left back into Tillicairn Road. And continue along to the end of Tillicairn Road, and we're going to turn left into the Garthamloch Road. And then after turning left, we're going to follow the road round to the right into Auchinleigh Road. Then we're going to take the second in the right into the Glasgow Fort access road to go down to the bus stands in the Glasgow Fort. So turning right into the Glasgow Fort access road. And continue along through the two roundabouts in Glasgow Fort, taking the first exit at the first roundabout. And taking the second exit at the second roundabout to continue along the access road to the bus stands. And we're going to turn right into the bus stands just at the canopy. So turning right, and Easterhouse buses usually serve stands 3. So serving stands 3, and then we're going to turn right back into the access road. We're going to continue straight through the roundabout, straight across the roundabout, taking the second exit to continue along to Easterhouse. So taking the second exit and we're going to continue ahead at the small roundabout. Then we come to the big roundabout at Morrison's, where again we take the second exit to remain on the access road. We're going to stick to the left at the roundabout for the M8 entrance. We're going to take the first exit off, again following the signs for Easterhouse and Garthamloch. And following the slip road up to the end, and we're going to turn left into Westerhouse Road to take us down to Easterhouse. turning left into Westerhouse Road. Then we're going to go down, and just before the traffic lights we're going to turn right into Shanwick Street. At the fire station, just at the fire station on the right hand side, just before the shopping centre. So we're going to turn right into Shanwick Street, just at the fire station. See the fire station there? Fire station on the right hand side. Then we're going to continue along. That's the bus stop, and we're going to turn left into Bulkbane Road. That's as if you're just going round the shopping centre. Then you can terminate. And that's how you're at the back of Easterhouse Shopping Centre. So continuing the route of the 38 service from Bulkbane Road in Easterhouse, just at the police station, we're going to turn left back into Westerhouse Road. And I said before, you'll have to read your destination, because you do get a 38, a 38A and a 38C on the southbound trip. It's all 38's the northbound trip, with the A and the C and the 38 on the southbound trip, so folk know when where you're going when you get to the Garthamloch area. We continue along Westerhouse Road, serving the bus stops at the Easterhouse Shopping Centre. And we're going to continue down to the access road to go along to Glasgow Fort. So continue serving the bus stops down to the access road to Glasgow Fort. Then we're going to turn right into the Glasgow Fort access road. If you look over to the right, you can see Glasgow Fort. Just over to the right, you're going to join the access road. So turning right into the access road. And we're going to continue through to Glasgow Fort. Just continue the big roundabout, that's the M8 access roundabout, following the signs for the shopping park. Coming off at the second exit. First exit's the M8 motorway. So pass by the M8 motorway exit and come off at the second exit, following the sign for the shopping park. To continue ahead at the next roundabout as well. And we're going to continue ahead at the third roundabout. Now, at the third roundabout, you have to use a bit of caution at the third roundabout, because the arrows have you out to the right hand side. The third roundabout's raised. It's very easy to scrape the platform of the bus. In this roundabout, you can actually see scrapes on the roundabout where the platforms of the buses scrape. At that point, you have to drive with a bit of caution. That small roundabout. Then we're going to come up to the Glasgow Fort roundabout, where we're going to turn left to go along the access road to the bus stands. Turning left, then we're going to turn right at the canopy, and we're going to serve stands 2 for returning back to Glasgow. They said before, you get a 38, a 38A and a 38C, which will do the clockwise and anti-clockwise directions at Garthamloch, or the 38 going on up to Crookford or Suckling Eastwood Toll. So after serving stands 2, we're going to turn right back into the exit road, turning right into the exit road for the bus stands. Then we're going to turn left into the exit road for Glasgow Fort. If you look up to your left, you'll see the big electricity pylon up at Auchinleigh Road. So that's the one you're heading for, to go back up to Auchinleigh Road. So continuing ahead at the next roundabout. We're going to continue up to the Auchinleigh Road. We're going to turn left into the Auchinleigh Road. We're going to follow Auchinleigh Road down to the sharp corner where it turns round into Garthamloch Road, and it's there we're going to take an immediate right back into Tillicairn Road to go along to the Garthamloch turning circle. So following the road round to the left and then turning immediate right into Tillicairn Road. And we're going to go down to the Garthamloch turning circle. And all buses should circle the Garthamloch and serve the Garthamloch turning circle, circling the turning circle to serve the bus stop. And after serving the bus stop, the Garthamloch turning circle, turn right back into Tillicairn Road. And continue along to the roundabout in Tillicairn Road. And at the roundabout in Tillicairn Road, we're going to take the second exit to get into Porchester Street. It's kind of a left-hand turn, but you're taking the second exit to go into Porchester Street and continue along to the end of Porchester Street. So I said before, all buses will serve Porchester Street and Tillicairn Road now.